Ladies, welcome back to Skald, the Black Priory. Last episode, we did some sailing, got some things done, some of the side missions done, and now we have got to a village of Fergal. The Baroness Baroness are putting on a festival called the Carnival, and now we have to go and talk to people. It's all very spectacular. Unfortunately, my D&D senses honed from many years playing D&D is super suspicious of a fun-loving carnival in the middle of a Cthulhu-like apocalypse. So, I'm well and truly expecting something to go horribly wrong any moment. Maybe I am just superstitious. Who knows? Let's see. Here's the first person we need to help. Hello. Camilla smiles timidly. The Baroness told me to ask if you needed any help. Camilla eyes tear up. I'm so ashamed. The Baroness was so kind to think of me for making the backdrop for their surprise. I thought they could do it. I had the canvas and everything. All she asked was I painted her a wondrous vista. But I can't bring myself to make the first stroke. Surprise? Oh, I said too much. The Baroness made me promise not to tell. Please, you need to ask her if you want to know more. Not that it matters in any case. I'm getting nowhere with this. Why is that? Camilla blushes. I've lost my hair, my head, my heart. As a girl, Case, and I have feelings for her. It was from a distance, but I felt like there was something there. Me being me, I didn't have the nerve to go talk to her. Instead, I left a note for her explaining my feelings, and then nothing at all. Oh, I'm such an oaf. I wrote like a pig. How could I ever think I could stupid note sway someone like Cass? Tears streamed down Camilla's face. She is such a way with words, a bard, she is. And me, I'm just stupid and plain. What if I talked to Cass for you? Would you do that for me? I suppose I would let me know one way or the other, but please try to be subtle about it. Don't let her know I'm beside myself thinking about her. She draws a deep breath and her mood appears to lift ever so slightly. Cass is a free spirit and she loves the water. I'd look for her along the small creek that runs west of here. Thank you so very much for offering to help. So yeah, it's basically the bard that's outside here. Okay. Woman appears lost in thought as she mumbles the verses of some half-composed song to herself over and over. Are you Cass? Woman blinks surprised. What? You've heard of me then? Wait, is this about that bar tab? As I've already told Bernard, I'll pay him the moment I have coin on hand. It's just that I'm a bit preoccupied. Camilla asked me to talk to you. A pain expressed and forced across her face. Oh no, please don't say she's angry with me. She's sad that you weren't interested in her. Not interested? I'm crazy for her. Finding her note made me happier than words can describe. Then why didn't you respond? Because I couldn't find the words. Can you believe it? Me, a bard, at a loss for words. I've been trying to put my feelings into verse, a song. I'm nearly there, but over and over the words escape me. I don't understand it. It feels like I'm grasping at tendrils of mist. Can I help? Can I hear what you have so far? The song Cass reads you is sad and beautiful. It brings to mind images of far and wondrous shores. Stranger yet, it is in fact that you might... Stranger yet is the fact that, try as you might, you have never been able to recall the first three verses she recounted to you. Only the first line of the last verse remains. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Go on. That's exactly it. I can't get past that, nor can I change it. It just has to be that line, but what comes next? It's like I'm deaf to my own inner voice. Cass repeats the line, and now with a slight hit of panic in her voice. Song of my soul, voice is dead. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou unsung, as tears unsaid. The words flow from your mouth and fit the song like a key fits a lock. You spoke more words as well, but like the rest of the song, they too are lost in the void of time. What you do remember, however, is Cass scribbling the words down as tears of joy stream down her face. That's it. I have it. A song for Camilla. She unfolds the piece of paper containing the words of the song neatly and writes a beautiful cursive to Camilla from Cassandra. With trembling hand, she offers you the folded note. Would you do me one last favour? Take this note to Camilla. It will explain everything to her. And please, would you tell her to come find me at the carnival? Tell her I will dance then. I will. Because Cass squeezed your hand and offers a warm but slightly sad smile before heading off. You're left with a note. Okay. What a piece of paper that has to Camilla from Cassandra written on it. Supposedly it contains the words of the song intended for Camilla's eyes only. Okay. I got a bad feeling about this. I have some questions. I've talked to Cass. Camilla gasps, goes, what? What did she say? She didn't fancy me, right? I just know it. She asked me to give you this. She accepts the note and slowly unfolds it. As she consumes the song line by line, her eyes water and her hands tremble. By the end, she has tears. She has to tear her eyes away from it. Such words, I never read such words. Was there more? Did she say anything? She told me she wanted to dance with you at the carnival. Camilla covers her mouth, smiling through tears of joy. She blinks a few times as if remembering something. The backdrop for the Baroness. I see it so clearly now. Cass has sung, oh, this will help. Amazingly glad I could help. And now, if you excuse me, I have to get to work. I'd rather you not see the result until the carnival. Be more impressive that way. Camilla smiles, a secret smile, and grabs a ream of canvas, a pot of paint before hastily walking off. Okay. That's one down. The weaver, then it's the cook and the brewer. Man, I've got a bad feeling about this. I really do. Okay. Well, look, welcome back. The Baroness told me to ask if you need any help. She did? Aye. She ordered the beverage for the carnival for me. He leans in and lowers whisper, but by the barrel load, let me tell you, it'll be a night to remember. Good for business as well. She paid me out of the nose. So what's the hold up? Don't really have a good excuse. Barrels are lined up and almost ready to go, but there's just been so much to do around the farm I sort of forgot. A hint of despair flashes across his jovial face. Do you ever wonder what's the use? Like, it's all dust on black winds in the end. Anything I can do to help? Yes, I suppose there is actually. A cloud at first seems to lift as once the man's light-hearted demeanour returns. Tell you what, moles have been tearing up my orchard really bad. They've gnawed at the roots and wreaked havoc on the trees. They've stood for hundreds of years now, and losing even a single one is a disaster. You want me to go mole hunting? You offered to help, didn't you? If you could deal with the mole's problem, I could devote my full attention to getting the cider delivered to the Baron's villa. My orchard is just north of here. I'm counting at least 3 barrows that could be hard to spot, so you make sure you search properly when you find them. Dig those little bastards out and return to me once they're done. I see what I can do. He hands you a shovel and slaps you on the back. You can't help but feel a bit of a spring in his return to his step. Okay. Moles. Dig up the barrow. You dig up the shovel and the soft soil easily collapses the burrow. After a few strokes, however, the shovel comes up coated in dark blood. The root through the soil and you're disgusted to find numerous small, hairless blobs of flesh that would have been hacked to death by the shovel's actions. You can't properly identify the strange things, nor do you want to, and quickly cover up the gruesome scene with dirt before moving on. Dig up the burrow. More carefully this time, you set to work collapsing the second tunnel. The work progresses nicely until suddenly the earth shifts slightly as if something is moving underneath. Whatever it is, it grabs onto the shovel blade and tugs violently at it. You yank the blade back with all your might and manage to free the shovel from whatever lurks under the dirt. Swirling wildly, you pommel the ground and walk away, hoping that you've seen the last of whatever lurks underneath the orchard. Yeah, because that's not terrifying. Arriving at the third hole, you feel unease growing in your stomach. Carefully, you bend down and try and peer into the small, dark burrow. To your horror, something glances back. A pair of eyes that appear to be far too intelligent than an animal has any right to be. But in an instant, they are gone, retreating underground. Perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you. You decide not to wait and find out what slight hint of panic you utterly demolished the whole. Your task is done and you return. Yeah, because that's not terrifying. Lord. I have some questions. Okay. About your task. Yeah, okay. Now you've cleared out the moles. Ha! By strange moons you did it. I can't tell you how good it is to see my trees so nice and secure. I'm not much to give you, but I have some spare coins and a few bottles of cider that fall off the wagon. Ari winks at you and throws you a small sack of coins. Barrels of cider are loaded into carts, and you watch as the brewer and his helper set off for the Baron's villa. No doubt the drink will flow soon enough. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this, folks. Okay. Vein strike, hamstring. Yeah. Backstab, increased backstab damage. Yeah, okay. I've got like a really bad feeling. Well, what can you do, eh? If we're gonna go into a horrific situation. Maybe actually should probably sleep up before we do anything. It's doable. And we've got a lot of supplies. Yeah. Okay, so everyone's got a boost in morale. Everyone's well fed. Okay. Baroness told me to ask if you need any help. Is that so? Well, come to think of it, there's something you could help me with. Is that so? Well, come to think of it, something you could help me out with. See, the Baroness has asked me to prepare something special for the children of the feast. My famed honey cakes. Only problem is I'm still waiting on the honey. Perhaps you could be a dear and run over to the beehive and fetch it for me. Will any honey do? Oh no, it needs to be honey from our own hives. There's nothing quite like it. And where do I find these beehives? Beehives lie to the west of the village, just across the bridge, and continue straight ahead. You will see them on your left-hand side. I think even a single honeycomb would do. See if you can't find part the beekeeper, he'll help you. But how will I avoid being stung? Chuckles at the heart laugh and slaps her knees. Oh, don't worry about that. Fergal's bees don't sting. Off with you now. You won't want to leave the children not to get their own honey cakes. Okay. Cut through this house. Yeah, but we've talked to the beekeeper already, and he seems pretty scared of his bees and kept on emphasizing that if the Baroness said they were harmless, even though he looked like literally he'd been put through the ringer. I need to get some honey, you say. My lord, I can assure you Fergal's honey is the best in the land. Please, go right ahead. The hive's over there. Let me know if you need anything. Okay. begins aggressively buzzing as you approach. Try to harvest some honey. Carefully lift the top hive and peer inside. Immediately, swarms of angry bees fly out, and within seconds, you feel the burn of several stings. They do sting. I hate bees. Ivan snaps your neck and he bruises his face fiercely. Reach inside for the honey. Gingerly, you attempt to reach in. Suddenly, something large sifts in the depths of the hive, and swarms of large soldier bees swarm out to attack you. Each sting feels like red-hot needles, and you can't help but panic. Where can you run to get away from the buzzing horde? Flee towards the lake. You realise the best way of avoiding little friends is to dive into the nearby lake. Clever thinking. Okay. You tell me how I avoid getting stung. No reason to worry about that. Virgils, bees don't sting. Now please, just leave me alone. Diplomacy +6. Well, I'll be happy. Well, I'll be helping the Baroness organise the carnival. I can only do what they tell me how to get the honey. There we go. Success. Man's lips tremble with eyes water up. I am supposed to write, but you have to promise you not to tell anyone I helped you. I promise. The man looks around nervously and hands her a small tin can with a handle and a sprout. This is bee smoke, see? You just mix kindling with some wet grass and light a fire. Not too hot, mind you. You only want a bit of smoke. Just open the hive and carefully let the smoke settle inside. The bees will go drowsy, but please don't tell anyone I'm using bee smoke. The Virgil's bees don't sting. Party looks around again. Oh, I should be doing this. I have to go. Good luck. He sets off at a run before you know what's going on. Yeah, because this isn't worrying at all. Hive begins to aggressively buzz you approach. The honey inside suddenly seems much less attractive. Try to harvest the bees. Carefully reach in. The bees swarm out. They do sting. Use smoke on the bees. Smartly using the bee smoke, you fill the hive with some fumes before you know it. The buzzing has succeeded, and you have finally come enough to reach into the honeycomb. Busting out from the pile of smoky, stinging bees comes a single gigantic individual, a large, swollen bee body, clad in vibrant yellow chitin, iridescent wings, and a face that looks unlike any insect you've ever seen before. This must be the queen. The creature lets out a tiny, ever-travelling screech and snaps at her fingers with its jaws. Ignore the queen and get the honey. Reaching deep into the hive, you pull out a gorgeous honeycomb dripping with rich, glowing honey. As smoke affects the bees begins to wear off, you find it best to leave and make off with your prize. You approach the hive, a slightly buzzing rises within. With your limited knowledge of bees, however, you get the strong impression that there's something wrong with the hive. Examine the hive. Slowly lifting off the top of the hive, you're about to look inside. There is plenty of bees left, however, they seem slow and lethargic. Furthermore, there is no honey in sight. Examine the bees. Looking around more closely, you find several dead bees. Some clearly belong to the hive in question. A handful of others, however, look foreign, larger, and with a vibrant yellow colour. If you were a guest, you would say these bees have been fighting bees from other hives. Dead and abandoned. Across the hive, slightly buzzing rise within it. Even though knowledge of bees, examine the hive. Okay. Let's go back to this hive then. So this has got... Oh, maybe we should have squashed those bees. Okay. Foreign invading bees and the like. Wrong place, wrong place. Okay. One moment. Right. We got the honey. Carla rushes back and forth, red-faced and sweating. About the task. I have your honey. Marvellous. Look at these golden combs. Have you ever seen honey this golden? Children will love this. Oh, the Baroness is going to be so pleased. Now the cakes are for the children, but tell you what. I baked one too many apple pies for the feast. If it's yours, if you want. Carlo winks at you and hands you a fresh apple pie. Now off you go. Probably to the Crusted Queen, or whatever that foreign creature was. Lass. Well, if I've doomed everything, I've doomed everything. Okay. Just my luck, I clicked on the one beehive that actually had honey in it and all the rest were empty. Okay. The food's here, everything's here. Tapestry looks all very nice. All your work is done, and now you come to the feast. My husband is ever so grateful for all you have done for him. I dare say this will be a night to remember, my dear. The carnival is about to begin. Behold! Coming up the road is a procession of villagers clad in their finest, with beautiful wreaths of flowers on their head. Simple folk of Fergal gasp in awe as they pass under the flower arches of the manor's gate. Continue. Taste like no other, sight like no other, flesh like no other. What a wonder we shall show you tonight. The Baroness has moved much closer, and you feel her breath on your ear. Then, raising her voice again, she exclaims in an official tone, I declare that the carnival has begun. Eat, drink, and revel. I shall retire momentarily and make my final preparations, as a lady must. The Baroness and her handmaidens retreat into the manor. You are left head spinning at the scent of the fine food and surrounding merriment begin to fill the air. The pain and toil of the last weeks begin to fade. All that is left is the carnival. Okay, let's see what the quest is. Carnival, such wonders. Eat and drink, revel. Drink, try to drink at carnival. Simple food at carnival, revel. Okay, let's try the food. Table flows with treats from Carla's kitchen. Your mouth waters as you stand momentarily paralysed by the abundance of choice. The urge to partake is almost primal. Then you see it, a sublime piece of stuffed pastry, lying there alone, a vibrant platonic idea almost beckoning you. Gingerly you pick it up, it's feather light, wolf it down. Biting into the pastry, its perfect crust yields up the soft crumbling flesh with satisfied crunch. The jam-filled interior bursts in your mouth, apple, sugar, cinnamon, a touch of lemon, ecstasy. This is the best stuffed pastry you've ever had. Continue. Okay. Let's have a drink. The songs and laughter echo throughout the courtyard and the testament to the quality of Irish cider. You could grab a mug and drink it alone. The rich flavour of the cider leaves you red-cheeked and light-headed. You cannot help but laugh, loud and uninhibited. The laugh begins because you laugh because there's no evil in the world, and perhaps there's so much of it, and yet here you stand. Okay, we've got to listen to the music. The music fills the air with raw and primal. Its beat is a pulse of something vast waiting to be born. The piper at the gates of dawn. It drives you, carries you. A howl builds inside. You give in to it. Dance like no one is watching. You sway and leap and twirl in the mesmerizing beats. For a moment you are one with something, with everything and nothing. There really isn't a difference. Stars whirl overhead. By the time the trance ends, it takes a moment for you to remember where or even when you are. Resplendently attired with her handmaid toe, the Baroness emerges from the manor. The music dies down. Beloved guests, the second act is upon us. My beloved husband asks for you to take your place in front of the stage. Time has come for the evening surprise. And for all our rosy-cheeked little crumplings, there's a special surprise. My lovely ladies and I have prepared a scavenger hunt. There will be whimsy and prizes and sweets. The children clasp their pudgy hands and squeal in joy. Is there one among you with courage to brave the manor and find the treasures within? Come on, come on, come one, come all. The children go, stream past the Baroness into the manor, while the adults begin to file towards the rows of benches placed in front of the stage. It is time for you to go to your place. I've got a bad feeling about this. Simple folk of Fergal find their places in silence. A sense of reverence appears to fall over them. You scan the rows of empty seats. Sit next to Roland, sit next to Kate, sit next to Embla, sit next to Dorena, sit next to Ivan. Sit next to Embla. Embla sits in deep thought. It would appear all night's reverie were not enough to lighten the burden she carries. As you sit down, she looks up at you and blinks as if working from a dream. Kane, I'm sorry, I was lost in thought. But let's not speak of such things for now. Come, let us watch the play. Look around. For the first time you notice the backdrops. Camilla's haunting, vibrant scene looks at once familiar yet subtly alien. For a moment the clouded waves seem to break upon the soar of Twinset's sunning sets. Embla gasps next to you, no doubt in awe of the artwork's vivid nature. Watch the play. A man dressed in the colourful garb of a travelling theatre performer walks onto the stage and the crowd falls utterly silent. Greetings! The voice is high-pitched and overly dramatic, yet oddly captivating. On foreign shores we shall set our play, where setting suns cast shadows long, or streets no longer touched by day, and halls forgotten but in song. Strange is the night where black stars rise, with flipping of tattered wings, and strange moons circle through the skies, chased by black and faceless things. An edifice where kings once sat, where maidens pale did once covet, the carnal house that time begot, a stranger has arrived at court. The strange little man bows deeply and walks off stage. For a long moment all is quiet, yet the crowd sits frozen with anticipation. In a sup gasp from one of the onlookers, you crane your neck trying to get a better view, but there's nothing there, or you see it, a robed and gloved hand dramatically extending onto the stage from between two of the backdrop panels. Slowly he emerges, a tall figure, gliding more than walking with elegant, almost dance-like motions. The Baron, it must be, whispers the audience. Look, he wears a mask, another replies. The figure glides onto the centre of the stage like some strange pantomime. He begins to wordlessly orate with dramatic, extravagant gestures. Or was it wordless? Weren't there words hidden in the silence? Terrible words, hints of secrets no mortal mind was meant to hold. The unspoken word seeps into your mind like a poison. You wince. Please, someone pleads. The time has come for you to unmask. The words sound strange, like an echo older than time, doomed to repeat for all eternity. Slowly, the Baron turns his masked face towards the speaker. The words that follow are the only ones you would later recall. Continue. I wear no mask. Inhuman howls of terror mix with glibbling laughter of the insane. Teeth shatter in clenched jaws, and eyes are torn from sockets. Hair pulled out in great lumps, and loved ones claw each other to death. He exists now only as the afterimage of an eclipse, and then he is gone nowhere and everywhere. Like a tide of gnawing, eyeless things, madness overwhelms you. You sink to your knees, crawling at your skull, in vain attempt to dislodge the terrible words that have taken place. Then a ray of light, something cuts through the morose. A hand on your shoulder, you turn to see Embla. You get up. The only way out is through. Yeah. Let's see what we've got. Jesters, agile beast. So they've slaughtered everyone, and we now need to go and find the kids. Man, something is tanking this right now. Okay. Yeah, something's murdering my frame rate. I don't know what's going on. Okay. One second, folks. This thing I should figure out why my game is suddenly lagging so badly. Let's pierce armor. Man, like something is... Yeah, like something is really messing with my... Like my frame rate in this fight has gone down the pan. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, sorry for people who literally can't see anything, but something's messed up a lot, and I can't figure out what's going on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, like something is trashing my... Okay. I can't do anything this turn, so I'm just going to defend. Okay, now it's fixed. That was horrible. Now let's get a potion out. And you chugged quite a lot of... Okay. Can't we just go summon nice for once? Into the mana. What did you do, monster? The scene before you was one of utter insanity. The Baroness presides over what looks like the exhausted contentment of her own face. I'm so glad to see you here. The great work is nearly done, and they couldn't have it done without you. I'm only fitting you should be here for the final. He produces a long dagger from a sleeve. Put the dagger down. Beyond hope, you realise you see that the children are still alive, a bit paralysed in some kind of trance. The Baroness begins laughing, but the sounds morphs into a wailing cry of sorrow and anger. No, they are mine now. Why shouldn't I have one as well? Every fucking cow with a cunt in the village can squeeze out so many. Why can't I? She screams and lunges at the nurse child. Attack. Okay. So from the looks of it, jealous woman can't have kids. Okay, handmaiden. Protect the children at all costs. Let's go. Ouch. Whoa, these guys hit like trucks. Okay. Rapid shots. Shake the earth. You missed. She casts magic as well, because of course she does. Embler, then you're going to have to move up here. We're going to do... Okay, second wind, thrust and parry. You, on the other hand, have to die, so... Let's... Summon giant insect. We'll do blinding bolt. Okay. Critical backstab, take her out of line, out of the turn. Man, these guys are tough. Okay, we need to basically get... yeah, you need to basically go down. Summon giant insect again. And then we'll go... Steel breath on you. And then steel breath on you again. Backstab and take out the Baroness. Man, these guys hit hard. Crit hit, though, takes her out. Another blinding bolt on him. And then we'll go magic missile to break his resolve. And take him out with a bug. Crazy lunatic. He's in a rough state. Fortunately, no one was like seriously pushed too far. Okay. Children are still alive. Yeah, got a couple of daggers and master dagger. Sitting in silent majesty upon the throne is the designated corpse. The desiccated corpse must be the Baron of Fergal. Tattered yellow robes hang loosely from his body, and around his head a thin crown of ivy has grown. A king out of time. Oh, it's the King of Yellow, which is another Cthulhu mythos. This figure cannot be one that performed this horrible play, and even as you stand there, the memory of it has begun to fade. Like a dream, upon waking, you are left wondering if it ever happened at all. No matter, there's nothing more for you here now, only bones of dust. You turn to leave. For a moment, you imagine that you hear the flapping of tattered robes. Then it passes. It must have been the wind. Mummy, I want to go home. Oh, Lord. Everyone's dead. And we're just going to leave the children here, are we? Okay. Because, that is totally fine, I suppose. Not today, and we'll get... Yeah, let's get... Let's get Not Today up, and then we'll get, increase athletics multi-attack. Yeah, we'll go down this tree. As you leave the ground, this accursed manor, your head spins and nausea overcomes you. The things you've seen linger in your mind like the after image of some alien sun burning your eyes. Try as you might, you will never be able to exercise the memories, nor ever make sense of them. Embla puts a hand on your shoulder. Are you alright? Somewhere Kate alternates between crying and retching. I don't think I'll be alright ever again. I suspect none of us ever will. The dragon spreads its poison onto all things it touches. There is nowhere safe, not even this tiny little village. Now more than ever, I am certain that the only way forward is to the very heart of darkness, Gredla, and the Black Priory. Embla helps you up. Indeed, it would seem there is no going back. It's like no one left in the village. What happened? Okay. I mean, at least there's some people around to look after the kids. Don't really sleeping in my head hurts. Okay. We'll buy those just so we don't have to make any. I mean... Oh god, that was bleak. Yeah, nobody's willing to talk to us anymore. I don't think we have the apple pie recipe, do we? No, okay. Oh, we do have the apple pie. Apple pie. Oh man, that was horrifying. Okay. But once again, this is Cthulhu. leave. No. Just want to have a look at the rest of the island. Sneak away. Yeah. God, that was grim. Okay, but let us leave it for here, folks. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been Skald against Black Priory, and yeah, religious mass suicide and horrible things, and the King in Yellow. It's Cthulhu, folks. It's pretty dark. I shall see you again next time. Goodbye.